What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the second installment of the Leadoff. My name is WinnerWire Matt. Our new show at 9 in the morning just to check out some early lines, give a quick little recap, and just kind of get some content out for you guys nice and early, whether you guys just wake up or you want to catch it on your lunch break, whatever you guys want to do. This is the show for you. Today is the last day of June, just to give you a little background of what we do here. We have a Discord with a month subscription, 3-month subscription, yearly subscription, and it all works on calendar days. So today is the last day of June. Tomorrow is July 1st. It is also my mom's birthday. Shout out to my mom. But if you want to renew, today is the day. So just to give you guys a quick little recap on the numbers that we did this month, we had a start to the month, kind of hit a little bit of a mini slump towards the end there. So I don't want that to be what was remembered of the month, because we are still up 30.09 units off of $50 bets. You would be up $1,500, $1,504.47 to be exact, hitting at a 53.57% clip, which I know isn't very high, but we have a lot of plus money plays, so we don't have to hit at a very high clip because of our plus money and underdog plays allow us to still be insanely profitable if we're still above 50% or so. So our June ROI is about 4.48%. And if you started with us from the beginning, which was April, you would be up 63.84 units. $50 better would be up $3,100, $3,192.14 to be exact. So those are the numbers we got. We're still cruising. What's up, man? We're still killing it over here. We have a lot of things in store as well. We're going to have a social media giveaway for people who are not in the Discord, and we're going to have a Discord exclusive giveaway. So people who are in the Discord are going to have a chance to win 5 prizes, I think we came up with. That will be revealed shortly. So if you are not in the Discord, I don't know what you're doing, but we're going to have more promos, more giveaways, more love for you guys. Our website is built on the back end. Now it's just the design. So we're going to have the website. Our shows are popping out. We're doing giveaways. A lot of stuff coming this summer. What's up, Chi-Town Bets? Shout out Chi-Town Bets. He's been killing it on the player props this NHL on Book It. I've been seeing you. No worries. I'm taking notice. No one else is. He's been absolutely on fire. Another good hockey guy. We're coming to an end in the Stanley Cup hockey season, which is kind of sad, but football's right around the corner. So speaking of football, we're also going to have a survivor pool, some fantasy football leagues within the Discord. So again, a lot of good stuff coming in. I don't want you guys to miss it. Sign up on the WinnerWire website. $30 a month, $1 a day. I know you guys bet more than $1 a day, and we're up 30 units the last month alone. So you'd be up a unit a day. So it's not at a big cost to you guys, but it allows us to do what we love to do, and that's make you guys cash. So that's basically it. I'm going to give a recap on how yesterday went. We leaned the Phillies in the morning. Turned out to be right there, up 4-0. I think they ended up winning 4-3, almost blew it in the 9th or the 8th in typical Philly fashion with their bullpen. But we are on the Phillies, so we kind of hit that one. I talked about the Astros regression, too, about how they went from plus 2,000 odds to win the World Series to become the 3rd favorite. And we were supposed to expect some regression, and now they dropped 2 to Baltimore. I said it was a good time to fade, did not pull the trigger. And then you saw it yesterday where they just, it's bound to regress. Teams are not going to go 162-0, especially when they get hot. What goes up must come down. So it was definitely a good time to fade them, maybe still, or maybe just not even touch those games, maybe bet against them. Who knows? Definitely find the right matchups, though. Going to the Stanley Cup Final, we were all over the Tampa Bay Lightning in regulation in the first game. We know that they're too much for Montreal. And we talked about how difficult this COVID season has been especially for cappers in the NHL. For those of you guys who don't bet hockey a lot, the divisions were all set, and you only played the teams in your division. So you played the same team 8 times. Teams really got to know each other. And then in the playoffs, it was extremely tough because every team knew each other. But then at the Final Four, you finally play teams outside your division. So there's no sample size to go off of how these teams match up. And I think that kind of paved the way for some upsets to happen. I think Montreal was able to sneak past Vegas that way. I think Tampa's too much, too poised. Same team as last year, basically. The best goalie versus the hottest goalie in Carey Price, and I take the best goalie 10 times out of 10. I think there's still too much for Montreal. Montreal just does not have enough firepower. If Montreal wants to win the game, they're going to have to win 2-1, maybe 3-2 max. But this Tampa Bay Lightning team was hitting at a 37% clip on their power play, while Montreal was, I think they stopped 30-plus power plays by Vegas in that series. I don't think they scored a single power play, but Tampa scored one yesterday or 2 days ago, kind of late in the game. I kind of think the Canadians were checked out, but I do think the Tampa Bay power play is too much for Montreal, and I think their 5-on-5 is too much as well. So my play, again, is going to be Lightning regulation, -125 on DraftKings. It's my free play for you guys today. I just think they're too much, especially at home. I completely expect this series to be 2-0 going back to Montreal and seeing what they can do for their home fans and see if they can pull out a win. Because if they don't, it's going to be a quick Stanley Cup, and Tampa Bay will easily repeat. So that's kind of the way I see things. I don't think Braden Point scored last game, and if you knew anything about these playoffs, he's been absolutely on fire. So I look to him to get back in the score column today as well. Going to the NBA Western Conference Finals. WinnerWire Lou is a big Suns guy. I, on the other hand, am on the Clippers. I think Paul George is rewriting the script. I think they're just a better team overall with some better veterans. I know Chris Paul's a little banged up. The Suns are too young. I just don't think the Suns are there yet. But on the other hand, this season has just been, survival. You don't have to be the best team in the league to win the finals this year. It's all about survival because everyone's getting hurt. Just like in the Bucks series, now you have Trae Young and Giannis both hurt. Chris Paul's a little banged up. Kawhi's out. So, with the 4 teams that are left, it's kind of no one's at 100%. And that's expected in the playoffs, but they're more like 60% instead of like 80%. So it's a little ridiculous. I think the NBA definitely should have at least shortened the season or started later because the Heat and the Lakers, who both had about a little over a month of an offseason, both got knocked out early. And you're seeing the repercussions now. It's definitely not the best thing for the league as a whole. But we'll see how they bounce back and recover for it next year. It is what it is. You hate to see it. You were on point today for Puck Prize. Yeah, that's something that I would be too, to be honest. I'm going to do a quick thing real quick. MLB Futures, who has best value? Because I got 9 of you guys in the chat. You guys tell me. Who has the best value for MLB Futures? I can read them all for you. And I mean just to win the World Series, right? So I don't want to see who's going to win the division. I'm going to see who has the best value to win the World Series. This is a fun thing I used to do in my other shows. I like to see where other people are at. You have the Pirates. You have the Dodgers at +400, the Astros at the second favorite at +650, Padres +700, White Sox +800, the Mets at +850, and the Rays at +1,000. Those are the top 6. And then you kind of have teams that are the Oakland A's at +1,500, Red Sox +1,600, Yankees +1,600, teams of that nature. I think personally the best value is going to be on a team that can win their division that's still up in the air. So you have the Brewers, the Cubs, Cardinals, Reds. The Brewers are +1,600, and the Cubs are +3,300. And if the Cubs are going to be buyers instead of sellers at the deadline, you kind of think the Cubs have enough, at least offensive power to do it. The Cardinals need to do something at the deadline. The Reds need to do something at the deadline. Also look at teams that are looking to buy at the deadline and getting the pieces that they need to make this run. There's a lot of value on the MLB, especially in the AL. I do have to agree with you. The White Sox at +800 is a very solid bet because they're going to win their division, and I think the AL is completely terrible. Not terrible, but they don't have any, big dogs. The NL has the Dodgers, the Padres, the Mets. You have these 3 teams that are going to have the pitching and possibly the hitting to back it up in these playoffs. But the AL, if you said the same question 3 weeks ago, the Astros would not be in the same conversation as the White Sox. But the White Sox are plus 800. They're going to win their division. And then the Rays, I don't think are good enough this year. They're still hanging around. I don't think they have enough to beat someone in a 7-game series, especially a team like the White Sox. The Yankees are underperforming to an insane degree, but the AL is pretty wide open. So I think if you pick an AL team, I think worst case scenario, if you find the right one, they're going to make it, and you could hedge come World Series or do whatever you want to do. That's just my opinion. I'm a Mets fan, as you can tell by the jersey. I need to see more hitting, but we also are dealing with a lot of injuries. So I still think the Mets can do it because if DeGrom pitches game 1, you're going to basically be up 1-0 in the series no matter what. But jumping into this MLB slate today, I definitely like the Rockies. The Rockies are minus 150 on the money line, plus 110 on the run line. The Rockies are completely dominant in their own way at home. I'm not going to say the word dominant with Colorado, but they're definitely a lot better than they are on the road. And they're playing the Pirates, and Chad Kuhl is on the mound for the Pirates. And if there's one thing about Chad Kuhl, it's that his name is pretty sick, not going to lie. Probably the best frat name of all time is Chad Kuhl. But one thing he does not do right now is throw the ball well. He's 2-4 with a 5.05 ERA. And you got Gray on the mound for the Rockies, who's been, he's been not winning games because he's on the Rockies. So I usually take the record out of it, especially with the Pirates at 2-4. But the ERA stands out. John Gray is also facing usually team is better pitchers as well, but he's at a 3.97 ERA. But, his sample size is a lot larger than Chad Kuhl. So I'm on the Rockies today. What's up? WinnerWire Josh is in the building. Rockies money line minus 150 is definitely going to be a free play, or first 5 minus 0.5, or the run line. I'll probably decide this later on. I don't think you'll get a better price at the money line. It's minus 150 on, I believe, Bet America right now is where I saw the line. I don't think you beat that line. If your line's higher than that, I really don't agree with giving out picks higher than minus 155, probably the highest. You'll never see me throwing out a minus 160 because you don't really need a capper for that. But I mean, it is what it is. Minus 150, I think, is safe to do with the money line. But you guys know Coors Field. If you want to sprinkle the run line at plus 110, be my guest. That's a great play as well. So the Discord gang, me, Josh, Lou, we're going to have to decide which play we think is best here. But again, no shame in taking Rockies money line, first 5 minus 0.5, or the run line. I think they're all very, very, very solid bets. A dog of the day I kind of want you guys to look out for is the Royals today. This is not going to be an official play. This is going to be a lean. And I know the Red Sox have been fantastic, but at this price, let me check the price one time. Price of, plus 145. Not an official play, but with Mike Minor on the mound, and the Royals have lost by 1 both games this series, they're right there, and they're kind of knocking, waiting to win these games, and, going for the sweep here. I really think that, is it the sweep? Not the sweep. It's a 4-game series, but they lost the last 2 by 1 run. You have Minor on the mound. That's, in my opinion, their best pitcher. I'm a big Mike Minor fan. And then you have Perez on the mound for the Red Sox. So maybe there's a good live spot in this game, but I would watch out for the Royals today at plus 145. I think that's a terrific line to sprinkle. But besides that, if you want to do plus 1.5, maybe that's some good odds to actually throw an official play out. But again, I'm going to be off the Red Sox today. Was on them yesterday to cover the run line. Did not get that. They were bottom 8 with a runner on second with 2 outs, and Bogarts needed a single basically to cash that bet, but he sadly did not. So that's where we're at today. The Mets versus the Braves, I'm not going to give out a play here because I think Peterson has shown signs of being a pretty good pitcher. But then again, the Mets are facing Fried. And not that I'm scared of Fried at all, but as a lifelong Mets fan, they just – every time I see a lefty on the opposing side, I'm just not going to touch it. So both pitchers have in the 4s of ERA. Peterson's 4.95. Fried is 4.21. The Mets had a terrific comeback win yesterday, down 3-0, ended up pulling it out 4-3 in the 8th and 9th innings. I think the bats could still stay a little hot, but anytime I see a lefty, I'm not touching that game. That's just my personal Mets opinion. But I think there's another 15-game slate today, so there's plenty of games to go after. The Ohtani is pitching for the Angels versus the Yankees. I know WinnerWire Josh will be at that game, so maybe we'll do a home run prop for him to sweat out while he's at that game. It is what it is. Josh, yeah. Also, Chi-Town Bets, why are you not in the Discord, my man? Why? The Pope is Catholic. You should be in the WinnerWire Discord. Those are the two rules of life, right? The Pope is Catholic, and you should be in the WinnerWire Discord. At everybody. Again, just to recap, for those that missed it early, plus 30 units on the month, plus 60 plus units on since April that we started. We've actually been positive every single month that we started. April, May, June, and July is coming up. Also, my birthday's in July, so how are we not going to be positive? It just doesn't make sense. You think I'm going to miss out on my birthday month? Hell no. But that's it for today for the plays for you guys. I'm going to dive more into MLB later when I get some more lineups, but if I could leave you with some things, it's be wary of the Royals at plus 145. I like the Rockies. I'm going to play the Rockies in some sort of fashion today. We definitely are. This is not an official play as Lou is like the Suns, but I'm just a big fan of the Clippers. I think they're going to sneak out of this weird year as champions for once, and everyone's going to put a little asterisk on it, but they're going to get the job done. It's just my opinion. Lightning regulation is another free play, so if I could leave you with two things, it's going to be Rockies and Lightning. Lightning regulation minus 125. I think there's too much to handle. Power play is too much. And Vasilevsky at home is just way too much of a stud to let anything go by. Cole Caulfield has been kind of a pest against opposing teams for the Canadians, but besides him, they really are missing. Yeah, Pastrnak really plays. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. David Pastrnak's son actually passed away. I think he was born on June 17th. And he passed away. I don't know why he passed away, but it is what it is. Feel bad for him and his family. At least he's with his family and not playing in the Stanley Cup. Makes you kind of, I guess, happy that he didn't make it further along, because if he was and he missed those first couple weeks with his son, I'm sure he'd be more crazy, way more upset than he is. I mean, I can't even understand the pain he's going through, but at least he was able to be with his family and be home during these tough times, at least for the family as well. So, yeah, sad news. It kind of makes you realize that sports is just sports, and there's definitely more things to this. But early game, is that what the comment was? Cards game or Brewers game? Let me check that out for you. If you have Arrieta on the mound versus Aaron Ashby's up and comer, but I think I have to lean. I mean, the Cardinals, on the other hand, with Kim on the mound, he's 1-5, but he's got a sub-4 ERA. But the Cardinals' price is definitely too big. And the D-backs have been a little weird. I wouldn't force a game. Maybe I'll find a prop for you guys in the Discord later. But for that game, I'm really not trying to play that at all, unless I completely have to. Brewers and Cubs. I mean, the Brewers are clicking right now, and the Cubs, Arrieta is just a shell of himself. So, first live I've joined. So, Chi-Town Bets, go to winnerwire.com, sign up for the monthly package. Again, just $30 a month. That's simple. I mean, you and Lou taking Suns. Yeah, I figured that, man. You know what? I'm alone with the Clippers, all right? It is what it is. WinnerWire website. So check down bets. Go to WinnerWire website. Join. If you join today, you'll get today free, and then you'll just stay for July or do whatever you want to do. We'd love to have you. You're a great presence on Book It. Love to have that energy in the Discord. It's just a good time. We have Asian baseball. We have literally everything except for Russian table tennis. So if you want to toss some plays to everyone, and everyone just kind of talks to each other. Everyone has their own opinions. They're not necessarily official plays, but if people in the Discord start talking and kind of feed off each other, it's just great interactions all around. So it is, and we're having a bunch of giveaways and stuff this summer. So if you want to join, now's the time. But Fran, I'm not going to force anything in the early games. I didn't really like anything that stood out to me early, but when I dive in deeper right after I get off this live, I'll throw a prop or I'll figure out a side early on for you. But I'm going to wrap it up. That is the second episode of the Leadoff. I love that I get 8 to 10 of you guys in here. That makes me really happy at 9 in the morning. So I appreciate you guys waking up with me or checking up with me while you guys are at work. We're going to have some more insight, some more analysis put in the Discord. But if you want to go off the show, Rockies and the Lightning. Cubs are you're shy down bets. I'm not taking anything to say with Chicago seriously. I'm just kidding. But anyway, I think the Cubs are just right there. Hey, Peach was in here the whole time. That's my man from up north. King of the North is Peach for sure. It could be Zachary, actually. Is this a sign? Are the Yankees going to win? This thing just fell off my thing. I think the Yankees might win today for Josh at the game because that just happened. But again, we're up 30 units this month. We've been positive every month. $30 a month, $1 a day. I know you guys bet more than $1 a day. Come join up. Big things coming. Websites being finalized. Giveaways. And we got daily shows all week long for you guys. So if I don't see you guys next time, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be just live again here tomorrow, 9 a.m., 9:10. Takes me a little bit to, get the coffee going, get things set up. But I appreciate you guys joining in, and I'll definitely post more on Book It, definitely more in the Discord. And if I don't see you guys, good morning, good afternoon, good night, and good luck on your bets today. See you guys tomorrow for the Leadoff episode number 3. Thanks for tuning in.